What's going on, people? So it is day 9, which I want to clarify something. It's not exactly day 9 because the day of the court hearing was March 20th. So it's actually almost I don't know, day 23 or something like that. But the first, I would say, 2 weeks, I was a complete mess. So I wouldn't have been able to get through a 2-minute video at that time, and that is no exaggeration. I was every little thing, everything. I drove down the street, I heard a song, wanted to get some food, anything and everything. Reminded me more of my kids than the narc. So, I don't know, I just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, I thought about it last night too, after I made the video, that I gotta start getting a schedule down. That's one thing I used to do many years ago, honestly. I'm a pretty fly by the seat of my pants kind of person for the most part. And I realize that's a lot of my problem too. When you're organized and when you're efficient with your time and you value your time, then you value people who value your time. And if you don't value your own time, nobody's going to value your time for you. Right? Because, like I said the other day, maybe yesterday or something, that nobody's going to value you if you don't value yourself. Somebody had said in the comments, this is going to change you. It's going to make you a better person. You're going to be thankful for this one day. It's very, very early on in the official discard. Excuse me. But this has been a long time coming, and I felt it was coming. I knew it. Every video I watched, like I said before, she checked all the boxes for malignant covert narcissist. Checked all the boxes. And when it came to the discard, that was no exception. She did everything by the book. I think there's like a little narc handbook that they hand out, actually. They all do things just a little bit differently, I think, maybe. And that was another thing, not to sidetrack too much, but I was thinking about it also, like some of my old bosses and some of my old friends. Man, I was like surrounded by narcissistic people. I was literally a magnet for them. There was 2 bosses in particular. The one, so there was a company that sponsored me into the union, and there was a guy, I won't mention his name, but Hector used to be a real piece of work, and not mentioning Hector's name on this video, but long story short, rest assured that a narcissist ends up getting what they deserve in the end. And the guy, I won't mention his name, Hector, is definitely the tall tale story of that. This guy, he ruled with an iron fist. He would be nice to you just to draw you in, and then he would just hammer you and make you feel like complete shit. There was a guy that worked with us, and I won't mention his name, I still talk to him to this day. Super nice guy. Very empathic person. Big burly guy, but soft as a teddy bear, man. Super nice guy. He was one of those things. He was one of those guys, or is one of those guys, and I don't know if he was. He is, where you didn't even know if you were pissing him off, right? Like, he's just super nice about everything. But he would reach a point. So the reason I say that is he reached a point with the guy I won't mention, Hector, and he was like his right-hand man. He was Hector's right-hand man. One day, man, he just had it, and he fucking snapped and fucking went off on him, and then this other guy got involved. Long story short, it turns out everybody secretly hated Hector, but everybody acted like they liked him. A, we had to work together. B, he was the boss. And C, he made your life a fucking living hell if you crossed him. A fucking living hell. Well, he ended up getting me laid off, actually, because I was like, I reached a point with him where I was like, fuck you, man. I am not putting up with your shit anymore. The reason I bring up this story, A, is because Hector ended up, his wife left him. Rest in peace. I don't wish this on anybody. His son was killed by the Los Angeles County Sheriffs. He doesn't have a job. He's got like chronic back pain, chronic arthritis in his arms, and he was always a pretty active person, you know. Now he's like this old man. He's not even that old. He's probably like in his maybe late 50s. And one of my old code workers saw him on a job and said that he looked like he was like in his 80s. You know, he's driving an old piece of shit car. He you know, it all caught up to him. Nobody wanted to be around him. He's a fucking loner now. He doesn't have shit, you know. But at any rate, so I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know, I attract these people in every aspect of my life. But with the my hopefully soon-to-be ex-wife, she was discarding for a while, and I knew it, and so I kind of prepared for this, but when it ultimately happened, nobody could prepare for getting dumped on your face, feeling like you're the one responsible for it, you deserve it. You're lucky I even graced you with my presence for so long. You know, how dare you even breathe? How can you steal people's air? You know, that's the feeling that I had. Like, it was the most belittling and like disgraceful experience I've ever had to deal with, hands down. I mean, she literally crushed my soul and crushed my spirit for a couple of weeks, you know. And I spent all day, every day for first 2 weeks, texting her, trying to call her. There was one day I tried to call her 64 times. 64 times in one day. She rejected every single call. And instead of me taking the fucking hint and stopping, I just kept calling. And all I was doing was juicing her up, is what I was doing. I was making her feel even better about what she was doing, that she made the right decision. Well, last night, she told me, she texted me last night. And it's a hard thing for me because I blocked her for a little bit, but then, you know, with the kids and stuff, but I didn't try to get a hold of her at all. And she texted me and she was saying, she goes, "You're going to start having the kids on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I'm going to start working and I need you to watch the kids. And I waited probably about an hour and a half to reply because I thought, let me think about this. Let me really think about this, you know. Think about what I want to say and be respectful, stern, to the point about the kids, about the situation. But I knew she was trying to get my goat, and I knew that she was trying to manipulate an argument. So then, you know, I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I don't have the energy for it. I'm not going to give her my energy. I'm doing good at the moment. I'm not going to do it, right? So I texted back and I said, any issues that we have about anything will have to settle in court. And of course, she texted back flying out the handle because I didn't take the bait. She texted this, after that, then. And you know what? Before I would have engaged in that argument, I would have gotten right up in that argument and I would have been like, oh, really? Blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty fucking proud of myself, to be honest, because last night, all I texted back was, that's your beef, not mine. Okay, we'll talk about it in court. I will see you Sunday at 10 a.m. to pick up the girls. We don't discuss it then. It's just a exchange of our children. Any matters that we have, we need to discuss it in court, in front of a judge, with my attorney present. And I was like, fuck yeah, I beat that bitch, you know? Dude, she was fucking hot. She was like saying all kinds of shit. And I was just laughing at it. And before I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, oh, you know, I would have been inside my feelings about it. But I was like, man, fuck this bitch. I ain't giving her none of my energy, dude. Fuck her. She's trying to suck my energy. I've got good energy coming out right now. I'm not going to fucking squander my energy over this bitch. And, you know, I don't hate her. I really don't. I feel sorry for her. I mean, it's a pathetic life to want to fucking ruin other people's lives, right? Like, fuck her, and fuck all the narcissists. And you know what? Everybody out there, you know, you're going through a tough time with this. I can't say this enough, man. Read the fucking comments in all of my videos. Just read the comments. And I'm not saying that for, you know, YouTube fucking bullshit, nothing. I'm saying it to save your time. The important thing right now is time. For me, I'm like, you know what? Do I have the time and the energy for this bullshit? No. Do I have the time and energy for this bullshit? No. Do I have the time and energy for that? Yes, I do. I'm going to put my time towards that. Right? Like this YouTube thing, to me, I feel like it's productive. I feel like it's making a difference, not only for myself, but maybe for somebody else. I'm hoping for somebody else too. I know of one person for sure it's making a difference for, so I could attest to that. That's what I want to do with my time. My time is valuable. My time is important to me. I need to use it wisely. I need to stop wasting it and squandering it away like I have done for so many years. And you know what? She doesn't fit in that. So, do I still miss her? Obviously, I do. But I don't have time to fucking get upset about her. You know, I don't. And I don't have the fucking energy anyway. Like, it's just a waste. So, any rate, I appreciate each and every one of you. At the end of the day, man, life is as beautiful as you make it. And life is as shitty as you want it to be. You want to be fucking a shitty person or make shitty decisions. And when I say that, what I mean is like, for yourself. You're making shitty decisions for yourself. You're making bad decisions for yourself. Like, own up to your decisions. Own up to who you are. Own up to the mistakes that you've made. You know, grieve it. Deal with it. Move past it. And don't let it affect the moment that you're in or the future that you could have. Because The worst thing that you could do is bring the past along with you. It's the past. It's gone. There's nothing anybody could do to change it. You could change what you're doing and what you're going to do, but you can't change what you already did. It's already done. You can't, it's written in stone. It's history. And, honestly, that's where it should stay, right? So, anyways, I hope everybody has a great day and are blessed, and just enjoy your moments. Even if you're still with a narcissist and they're about to discard you, even if whatever, just guard your time, guard your moments, because they're fleeting, they're precious, they're very few and far between. And I think that'll help not get entangled with a narcissist, because they don't give a shit about your time. So if you give a shit about your time and they don't, you're going to see it right away. Like the narc I was with for 25 years, I think back when we first met, if I valued my time at that time, I would have ran, because she didn't give a shit about my time from Jump Street. It was always I had to do for her. But what's funny is I was 21 when we met. I thought I had all the time in the world, So, any rate, have a great day. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.